Yeah, g'day everyone. Just want to do a little video on SteelPhase enhancer. One of the main problems you'll get is scratchy audio, and I hear this a lot from people, and most of the time it's just dirty input and output sockets, and or that's just an adapter, but headphone plugs being dirty or worn out. So with your unit, keeping your input socket and your output socket nice and clean is pretty important. Now, there are good ways of doing it, and there are not so good ways of doing it. Now, first of all, these sockets are not sealed, and what I mean by that is if you were to pour water down there, it would go through and get into the circuit. So they're not sealed, so you need to be careful of that. So when you're cleaning them, you don't want to use a like a spray nozzle and just blast the stuff in there, because what will happen is any of the dirt and the grit that's in there will come off the contacts. So you'll clean the contacts, but it's going to go straight inside and go in and go on your circuit board, which is not good. So the way to do it is basically get a little container, little plastic container or a lid off a bottle or anything. You can use a small little coffee cup if you've got an old one that you don't mind sacrificing. Spray the actual cleaner in there, and then with a cotton tip, dab it up, and then with your cotton tip, go in there and clean your contacts. So, which one to use? You can get contact cleaner lubricant, similar to WD-40. This stuff is good on switches, but internal switches. Not anything that's going to be exposed to dirt and dust, because it'll just stick to it and will actually make things worse. So you don't want to use that on your sockets, input and output sockets. You want a straight contact cleaner. So this is WD-40 company, but it's not WD-40, it's proper contact cleaner. Quick drying, non-conductive, and leaves no residue. That's the important bit, okay? You don't want the cleaner leaving any residue. You want it to get it all the dirt and the grime off, and be a nice super clean surface when it's done. Okay, now there's heaps of different contact cleaners. They're all good. You can also use isopropyl alcohol, which you can get from most electronic shops. Spray a little bit, you don't need much. And then we'll get in there, concentrate on where the little contact pins are, but go around in a circle, and boy, look at that. Absolutely filthy. So how are you supposed to get a nice clean audio connection when your sockets are like that? So get the clean side and repeat. It's better, but it's still dirty. Basically, you want to keep doing it until your cotton bud doesn't change colour, all right, then that's when you know it's fully clean. So do that one, repeat it again for this one. Do that semi-regularly as part of your regular detector maintenance. When you clean your skid plates out, clean your detector, get your dust off, and that's going to improve the life of your gear, and you're not going to have crackly audio or audio dropouts. All right, the other one you can do very easy. I mean, you know, we're out in a dusty environment a lot of the time, and even if you have this, you know, in the little canvas cover, when you're digging holes, you're creating a lot of dust and stuff's flying everywhere. So, you know, you're gonna get dirt and things building up around you know, your pots and your switches. The best way to keep them clean is just a dry paintbrush or an old toothbrush. Just wipe them like that. If you've got an air compressor at home, you can give that a little bit of a blast. Not necessary. And just sort of tap out any excess. Make sure there's no bits of sand or dirt in the switches. And that's really all you need to do there. All right, so just a couple of basic maintenance tips there. Keep your gear in tip-top shape and helping you find more gold.